TierMaker. All right. This is going to be a good old time. We got 20 levels to rank, so let's get going with it. In preparation for this video, I played through all of these levels on 00 Agent, the hardest difficulty. So in looking over this list, I can see several of them that I know right away where they're going to go. And others I'm going to have to contemplate and weigh the pros and cons back and forth to figure out where I'm going to put them ultimately, but we're going to get ranking these. Oh, yeah. Okay. Damn, first. Well, the first part of this level, the first half of it, is okay. You're given a sniper rifle early on. Well, you're not given it. You have to find it up in the tower, but it's right at the beginning of the level. It's just a dumb-looking gun. You don't even look through the goddamn scope when you use it. The thing looks silly in your hand. It looks like a big super soaker. And when you go to zoom in on a target, the screen just zooms in. It's just like a digital zoom at something. And it sounds exactly the same as the PP7 silenced. It shoots just like the PP7 silenced. It's just a copy of the PP7, except digitally zoomed in. So it's a lazy fucking gun. Now, that's not to say that this level is all sniper rifle based. It certainly is not. The best part of this level is the second half, when you get to the actual damn part. And that's where there's a lot of action. And that's the good stuff. All in all, the objectives are fine. You know, neutralize alarms, plant some fucking James Bondy thing on a computer monitor, okay. Go down into a basement and fucking, like, turn on or off a server or disable some fucking thing for some reason that does something, I don't know, and then jump off the dam. Okay, great. This is just like a level that's right on par for me. I'm gonna put it in B tier for now. It offers some stuff, but there's a few drawbacks, mainly being the sniper rifle. It's a cool way to start the game. Halfway decent at B tier. Alright, next. Facility. When I hear the word Goldeneye, the first place I think of is facility. I think facility would find its way to S or A tier in most people's tier lists. It's an iconic level, both from the game and the movie. It's really well paced. It offers a good variety of stealth and heavy action. It introduces the scientists, which are fun to bother. Facility is great because it doesn't have any monotonous parts. It doesn't irritate me. It's fun through and through. I like the way you drop out of the vent and you're in the bathroom to start out. And there's some guards in there that you got to pick off. I will mention, I wish they had been actually sitting on the toilets. That's always sort of bugged me, that they're just standing in the stalls like they're on post there. You're assigned to stand in the stall bathroom today. I think it would have just been better if they had him sitting on the toilet pooping, or turned around peeing, or sitting down peeing, however you do it. But regardless, just a nitpick. It's not that much of a challenge. I mean, I've been playing this game for 25 fucking years. I'm pretty efficient at getting through facility without a problem. So it's just sort of a casual cakewalk of popping shots and guards and feeling nostalgic, really. That puts it at A tier. It is a fine-ass level. But we're going to move on to the third level, which is Runway. I'm going to put it at C tier. It's cool that you can drive a tank. It's cool that you can squash people with it. It's cool that you can shoot its big-ass cannon and blow shit up, even though the way it fires is pretty fucking funny. What's a little bit annoying about the tank is that you can be shot while driving it. I guess Bond sticks out the top of it for some reason. I think it'd be smarter to be down in the armored tank so bullets cannot hit him, but That's not how he goes about it. Anyway, this level would be cooler if the runway was stretched out longer and you got to squash a lot more people on your way down. But you don't really get a chance to catch any momentum before you're already at the plane. And you don't even get to like just get out and get in the plane. You got to deal with these annoying ass turrets that are kind of hard to shoot. And while you're trying to get them in the crosshairs and arch a fucking tank shot into them, you constantly have to listen to Bond go, but it's just too short. It's a cool thing going on there. I don't hate the level. After I finish Facility, you see Runway and you're like, okay, this will be over with in 2 minutes. Like, the fucking square shouldn't even be the same size as all the other squares, because it's hardly even a level. It's like a bonus stage or something. But anyway, it's fine. It's there it is, C tier. Okay, surface. All right. So this one, I'm going to start off with what I like. And it's not much. What I like about surface is the ambience and calmness of it when it first starts. The wind howling, the music. It's a boring level. I mean, the objectives are not special. You don't encounter many guards. And you spend most of the time getting shot in the fucking head from a mile away by someone you can't see. I mean, it's how excited would you be if I came up to you with a pair of snow boots and said, I need you to walk a mile across the snow and go in this empty building and turn off a computer. That's what it is. It's literally no more exciting than that. That's the mission. So it's just boring. You know, you're just running from place to place in the middle of nowhere with nothing to look at, surrounded by cardboard trees. That's another thing. The trees are ridiculous. Oh, man. And again, for this one, you're given the sniper rifle like it's something special. Man, I feel bad putting it in D tier because the music and ambience and nostalgia is strong in it. You know, the objectives are nothing special. It's a lot of fucking running around. If there was an F tier, it wouldn't be in that. But it's given us a D tier, so you know what? D tier is where it's going. That's where it's staying. Let's see. You know what would be a fun way to do this? So there is 20 levels. If you're thinking of the Goldeneye level select screen, there are 4 rows of 5 levels. So we got one more level in the first row, in the first phase of the game. Okay, so if I'm going to do it that way, Bunker, would Bunker be an S tier or would Facility be an S tier? You know, I'm going to put Bunker in S tier. The reason I really like this level is because, for one, it's up close and personal, dispensing justice, shooting guards in the head silently, shooting cameras so that you do not alert armored assholes coming to hunt your ass. You can get through the level without tripping the alarms, but I do like how at the end it's inevitably tripped and you do have to contend with a handful of those armored guards. And, you know, that presents a fun challenge if they come breaking in after you. So these guys are sort of a precursor to these mega assholes you're going to be dealing with later in the game. I do like Bunker in the way that you feel like the Michael Myers of Goldeneye here for a moment in this level. All the unassuming guards just standing post around, not knowing that they're about to get lead in the head. But I enjoy this level. I do. As simple as it is, as small as it is. All right, so there we go. First 5 levels. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, Is this how it should be? Is this what I really think? Is this what I really feel about these levels? I kind of want to switch surface and runway, and I kind of want to switch facility and bunker. I know dam is good right there at B tier. All right, but that's what we're going to go with for now. Silo is next. Okay, up until this point, no level flows quite as linearly as Silo does, working your way from the bottom to the top as it progressively gets harder. I would say Silo is definitely better than Dam, and it's a strong contender for the best level of the second row. I would say what its drawbacks for me is that all the guards are exactly the same. They all wear the same uniform, they all carry the same weapons. Being that this is a level where you work your way from the bottom to the top in that game of death style, I feel like there should be a variety of guards the further up you go, and I feel that that's sort of a missed opportunity. But it is a very fun level. It's not boring. It hardly has a slow moment. I mean, how can it when you're having to move your ass or else you're going to get blown up? You could miss picking up one of the collectibles that you have to get on the way to the top. That's part of your objective, to collect these fucking circuit boards for some reason. And if you miss one and you get to the top and then that's when you realize you forgot it, well, you're probably going to fail the mission. You definitely have to be on your toes with this one. For the first time, more than any other time up to this point, you have to be fast and accurate and conserve your health as you go along. I really dig Silo, though. It's a cool level. Like I said, just that it bugs me about all the guards being the same. Aside from that, that's really my only gripe, really. I'm going to put it in B tier for now. It could get bumped up to A tier. It's not going to get bumped down, that's for sure. Silo is a fine-ass level, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Moving on. Frigate. Frigate, well, it's definitely going to be at least A tier. I don't know if I would place it above Facility. I think I would, if the thing would let me. What I love about Frigate is you can go about this level in several different ways. There's all sorts of access points into this boat. Navigate through this level any way you want. It is a bit of a maze. If you haven't played the game in a while, you might not remember the layout of the boat. Something that I love about this level is that it has hostages you have to rescue, which no other level does that. Surprisingly, I would have thought there would have been a hostage level 2.0, but there isn't. It's just this one. And it's a objective that makes sense. In fact, all the objectives of this level make sense. Go in and rescue hostages. Defuse bombs. Plant a tracker on a helicopter. Like, this sounds like shit we can all relate to. It's not fucking stupid, silly stuff like blowing up a radio or turning off a radio or turning on or off a server or putting a fucking modem on a screen. Like, this shit that's just like, who cares? So it was enough of a challenge. You know, you do have to be careful. It's one that I pretty much always get through on my first try, so perhaps it could have been a little bit more challenging. But there is a better variety of weapons in this one. I really dig that you start out with a silenced machine gun. I don't know why MI6 only issues you 20 rounds to take on a boat with about 75 hostiles on it. You know, whatever. It might be the best of the second row. We will see. We will see how the rest of this row plays out. Okay, so after Frigate, we are back to surface again. Okay. This one I'm going to put at, well, I know for sure something that's going to be in D, which would make this in C. Although I don't know which of these surface levels I actually like better. I probably do like the second one better, so this makes sense. This all makes sense so far. This one had, even though it is lazy in that it's the same level as last time, they try to change it up by making the sky red, which does make it a bit more ominous and creepy. And these dudes, these guards, there's a lot more of them, and they come looking for you. Right from the beginning, they're running at you. So there's a lot more action and engagement in this one, which makes it a better level. It is more difficult, makes it a better level. There's more guys shooting at you, more snipers from afar. You might not get through this one with your life. So it is definitely the Surface 2.0. It is harder. It is meaner. You know, I did have to think about it for a moment, like which one I preferred, which surface I preferred. I like the calmness and ambience of the first one. But really, when it comes down to gameplay, the second one is just better. So it's not up higher because, again, it is surface again. And it is a lot of running through fucking snow. But like I said, it's got the engagement going on for it. So, okay. Next is Bunker 2. That's what makes S tier of Row 2. I would say that I like it better than Bunker 1. Okay, this level is insane. You start out in a jail cell. You get out of the jail cell. You karate chop the first guard. You take his gun with 10 rounds and some throwing knives. And then it's you against an army in an underground maze. You have to go about this level as stealthily as you can for as long as you can. But inevitably, at some point, there's going to be a lot of commotion, and there's going to be a lot of guards drawing down on you. I love that this level is definitely doable, but it gives you a run for your money. And it is fun the entire time you're doing it.
Jesus fucking Christ! No! No! Fuck! 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 God damn it! Oh, I had one fucking room to clear out after this one. Fuck!
I find it just endlessly entertaining. I am willing to bet there are plenty of people that put this one in D or an F tier if there was one. I sort of kind of get it. But then again, like, what the hell are you playing Goldeneye for? The objectives? No, it's to fucking shoot guards and smoke ass. And you get to do tons of that here. Let's just go on. Alright, Jesus Christ. Here we go, statue. Bottom of D tier. I fucking hate this level. It is just this fucking enigma sitting dead center of the campaign of this game. It's annoying like Surface in that you run from one side of a level to the other. There is no like objective really. You get there, you talk to some fat fuck who tells you that someone's going to meet you, which it's like, yeah, we know that. That's why we are here. You go and you meet 006. He tells you, oh, I'm a traitor. And then his shotgun posse starts shotgunning at you. Right from the get-go, this level is a pain in the ass. The very first guard is hard to deal with. You run down a hill, he's running up the hill. You can't see because the game is old and it's dark. But he can see you because he's an AI computer. So he's shooting at you out of the shroud of darkness before you even see him. And this is not the kind of level you can afford to take damage from on the first fucking guard. Because keep in mind, after you get halfway through this nonsense, you're going to be getting shotgunned. Weapons that will kill you in a couple of hits. You get that? You have to race back across this entire dark-ass level with all these obstructions in your way. and then have to find the flight recorder, which hopefully spawns in at the very bottom of the hill. That's where it was for me, so I was lucky, but I almost fucking died getting it from there. I saw that flight just fucking you are fucking lucky to even see it. I ran down there and got that fucking thing. There was like 3 shotgun assholes standing right on top of it. I don't know how the fuck I did not die. I thought I was going to get hit in the back as I was running back up the hill, and I would have been pissed. Look, bottom line, there is not a fucking thing to like about Statue. Nothing. I am searching my own mind, trying to come up with a reason to like this level in any way, and there isn't one. They could have made this level cool, but they made it annoying. They made it annoying because you can't fucking see, you can't fucking move, you can't fucking live, you can't do anything without getting frustrated. It's just a monotonous fucking dart across the map and then back to where you started and then back into it again and then back out. And if you fuck up, which you most certainly will, you just have to run the same monotonous, repetitive bullshit over and over again until you do it right. Not only is it just bad and not fun, but it's a hang-up. And that is the biggest sin of all. To not only be a level that is hard, but also annoying. Because you are not moving on until you're done with this.
God damn it! Damn it! Fucking hate this game. Motherfucking cunts! Fucking assholes! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fucking prick! That fucking pisses me off. Fucking motherfuck! I fucking hate this fucking level. Fuck! Wow.
You'll see that there is a change. I put facility in S tier and bunker in A tier. It didn't feel right, so I switched it, and that looks better to me. So archives is going in S tier, and oof, I would say it's above facility, and I would say it's above bunker 2, although similar to bunker 2. It's just so much action going on that the frame rate drops. And I'm okay with that because it almost looks like it puts it in slow-mo. I just wish they had fucking superimposed some doves flying around me. It's just a really great level. Like, I don't know where other people would stick this one on their list. I don't really give a fuck. I just know that it looks right at the top of S tier in my list. I mean, Natalia's in this level, and you would think that would bring it down in some way, and honestly, it was the one thing that almost did, because that cunt went running off after I rescued her. I thought she went into the attic. She didn't. She ran to some other fucking room. I searched the whole goddamn place looking for this bitch. Couldn't find her anywhere. And then I remembered, oh yeah, she sometimes runs to like the far side of the second floor where those 3 dudes in black were hanging out. And that's where I found her, and I could finally end the Mishkin. Mishkin is in this level. You get to fucking execute, and you don't fail. So yeah, I dig this level. It has spawning guards coming after you. Like if you don't clear out certain rooms and key people, it will keep spawning guards to come after you. But that adds the challenging aspect to it. That adds the constantly firing your weapons aspect. Like, this is just what I love about a level. So yeah, it's great. Okay, now we're moving on. We're going to go to the streets, homie. And we are going to put it somewhere in close proximity to Runway. Is it better than Runway? Honestly, it really depends on how you play it. Runway is a much shorter level, but you don't have to beat it so fast. You can turn that tank around and go squash folks. In Streets, you do get more driving tank time, but there's a lot of shit in your way. There's civilians that just go running in your way.
Oh my god, this is fucking pathetic. Oh my god!
And it's weird because all the civilians are wearing the exact same goddamn outfit, dark red shirt and black dress pants, like they're all going to a fucking Christmas Eve dinner. It incorporates some on the ground, on foot fighting to start out, which is cool. You gotta talk to Fat Fuck Valentine, who does something for you, a favor to give you more time. Thank you.
Ugh. Get the fuck in the building! Fuck! Fuck! You fucker.
You go back to the tank, you jump in it, and you get driving. Now, the adapter to my TV was shit. It made dark levels very hard to see. So this level probably should have been more fun. And then it would make more sense if you didn't lose health when rockets hit your tank. The tank lost health. And then at some point you had to abandon the tank in the middle of the street and continue onward on foot, having an urban warfare thing. I don't hate this level, but I do beat it up a lot just because it was a lot of lost potential with this one. It's an okay level, really. It's fine. Okay, so next, Depot. Ho ho. I'm feeling like it's a B tier. It's a bit uninspired. There's really not much to look at here, and that's one of the level's biggest problems. Well, it's not a problem. Well, it is a problem. It takes away from the enjoyment of the immersiveness. There's just honestly nothing to fucking look at here. It's just a hollow, empty, soulless, drabby, dingy depot filled with some guards. My favorite thing about this level is when you go into a warehouse to fucking blow everything up in the room because that's your objective. And then you go to leave the room and there are guards everywhere outside.
Are they just gonna stand back there? How the fuck am I supposed to do this? Jesus!
You'll open the shutter door and guards will be piled up either at the door or in the distance, and bullets come flying at you from out of the dark, and you have to advance on them but then quickly get behind cover, maybe lob a fucking mine at them. What would bring this level way down this list, I mean into D tier, would be if there did not exist an ammo cache room. Without it, you would just get fucked up. Or you'd have to just get lucky strafing through the entire level, and, you know, that's not really fun. I don't play through this game to strafe. I play through it to smoke ass. It's just, yeah, the biggest drawback is just it's a fucking uninspired looking level. It's just a plug-in between the streets and train. All right. Well, that one's going to A tier. I'm going to put it above Bunker 1. I don't know if I want to put it above Frigate. They're both so close. I think I will. So, I like Train a lot. Constant action going on. It's similar to Silo in that it plays through very linearly, only horizontally instead of vertically. It's better than Silo in that the guards get more difficult as you advance through the train cars, and by the time you get to the final train cars, you have to contend with the guards in black that are armored and carry dual-wield heavy weapons, or submachine guns rather. And I like that the placement of these guards is always different with each playthrough, so it's a bit of a mixed bag. Every time you open a door, you don't know who's going to be in there. It might be just one guard, or it might be 4. Dealing with these all black wearing guards in this level is much more manageable than statue, because in this one you actually have cover that you can hide behind. You have better weapons to contend with them. You have a much better fighting chance against them. Statue, you're just out in the open at the mercy of shotguns in every direction. But I'm not going to start talking about that goddamn level again. We're talking about Train, and Train is a good level. The only thing that pissed me off about it is when I played through on 00 Agent, I went through everything. I didn't even get shot, maybe but once. I opened the door, I killed General Arumov, I saved Natalia's life again. She dicks around on the computer while I open the fucking floor hatch, and then I'm just standing there, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. And in 5 seconds, this whole train is going to explode, and she's standing there over there like, now if I just had time to crack the password, standing there all casual, like with her fucking hand on her chin. And I'm like I'm standing at the floorboard on my fucking knees, ready to just fucking swan dive through it. If I'm thinking to myself, if I jump through this hole right now and see strafed away, then I might only get my arm blown off. But while I'm thinking that thought, that I literally have no fucking time left, she's still standing over there saying, if only I had time to crack the password. You fucking don't! And I don't know how to make her go any faster. I played this level through like 4 more times, and I burned through that hatch quicker each time. It fucking didn't help her solve the... I guess she solved the password quicker, but... So it's my fault. So I'm supposed to laser through the fucking floor quicker so she's not mesmerized by the big pretty blue light coming out of my watch, so she can concentrate on cracking the password. Why does this password have to be cracked on this train on this computer? Can we just do that later? Rip the fucking computer out of the wall and take it with us. So that was dumb. But I really enjoy this level. I like the whole sort of move down the train car progressively gets more difficult aspect. Constant shooting. Yeah, okay, so I dig it. There we go. Train at A tier. If it's on a boat or it's on a train, it's a good level. It's like Under Siege 1 and 2. Okay, Jungle. You know what? A part of me really does think this would fit in just fine in D tier. For several different reasons, Jungle could go in B. For several different reasons, it could go in C, and several different reasons, it could go in D. It can be a fucking headache. It is difficult to see. It's not my favorite level to repeat over and over again. It does have turrets, but something that's going to knock it up a level is the weapons you're given are very fine. I love the AR-33 and being able to zoom that in as much as you can. But the thing that's going to launch it up into B tier for me, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, but it is Natalia. I cannot understate how useful it is to have a wingman in this level. To be going through it, and I cannot fucking see anything, and I know that at any moment I'm going to get shot in my left ear or my right. But instead of that happening, I hear a magnum go off, and it's just another dude dropping to the floor because Natalia's in the house. And god damn, if there's one level to have her be useful on, it's this one. I wish she fucking came in handy like she does in this one in latter levels. That certainly cannot be said for the next level, but we'll get to that. My favorite aspect of this is I love using the AR-33. It does feel satisfying to get through this level. It incorporates a cool boss battle. I threw the mines on the bridge, blew them up as Xenia was coming at me. Then Natalia pumped some magnum shots in her. And then I got to pick up a grenade launcher and an RCP-90. And that shit shoots like a fucking zipper. Just bzzz, my fucking tongue. I just tickled my own tongue and it felt really weird. Alright, so in putting Jungle in B tier, I'm gonna the level in the same row being depot. That's going to knock down into C tier, which is then going to knock streets down into D tier. You know, I know a lot of people don't like the way I'm doing that, but look at how satisfying this fucking block of levels is. One level per row per ranking. Isn't that nice? You know, that's just the way I'm doing it. And if you don't like it, fuck off. Next is control. Ooh, control. Okay, so now we're in the nitty gritty. These remaining 5 levels ain't no joke. They will give you a run for your money. Alright, anyway, we're at control now. A level that is, I would say it's harder than statue, but it's not going to be down here with statue because the challenge is not as maddening, but it's also fun and addicting to try again. And that lands control in a high ranking. I'm going to say A tier. If you're talking about the sensation of satisfaction that you get for completing a difficult level, you are going to find that high after beating control, unlike you will in any other level except for statue and the subsequent levels that follow. I'm going to put it above Bunker 1. I'm going to put it above Frigate. I'm going to put it above Train. I know, it's silly. This level starts out in a way that had me thinking this fucking thing is going into the bottom of D tier right next to its buddy statue.
Jesus Christ!
But the further you get into the level, the more fun it becomes. Control has one of the most exhilarating parts in all of the levels. The part where Natalia's back at the computer again, doing her thing, doing her level 2 programming thing, and guards are busting through the windows on either side and they're running down the staircases, shooting at you and Natalia. That part is the most maddening part. What really drives me crazy is if I get to this part of the level with full health, and then I just fuck up so bad here. But if I can find my rhythm, I can find my mojo, then I have a chance at making it through the whole thing. And I've probably only beaten this level once or twice ever on 00 Agent. It's hard enough on Secret Agent. My first playthrough of this level, I get to the part where Boris is. He pulls a gun on me, and I instinctively shoot him in the face.
Oh! No! Oh my god!
Like, I fucking knew that. I've been playing Goldeneye forever. I knew he pulled a gun on me, but I just wasn't thinking about it at all this time for whatever reason. And he pulls that gun out, and I don't know, I guess I'm just thinking of him like a scientist pulling a DD-44, and I'm like, no, I can't lose my health, it's perfect. And then I go fucking let Natalia through the door, and she's all pissed off at me. You killed Boris. You didn't have to do that. I'm quitting the mission.
He pulled a gun on me, you bitch! Yeah, I did. He pulled a gun.
That's what she describes it as. Me defending my own life against a traitor is clowning around. So fuck the mission, fuck the world, and fuck you, James Bond. When that bitch did that and turned her back on me, well, it was the last thing she ever did. All right, we're going to be moving on now to the Caverns. The Caverns, okay. I rather like Caverns. I have never beaten it on 00 Agent that I remember. I got to the very end where there's turrets that killed me like right in the last hallway. So there's a lot of fuckers in this level. And at this point, these guards are very fast, they're very accurate, and they don't fuck around. And neither should you, or you're going to die. Caverns has hands down the best weapons of any level in all of the game. AR-33, ZMG, RCP-90. You got tough guards. You got a really cool setting. You got scientists coming back if you want to execute 2 of them. The doors are really cool. The music is really ominous and creepy. Caverns is interesting in that, like, it wasn't in the movie. It's sort of a plug-in between Control and Cradle. But it is a really cool idea. Cradle. All right. Did not have the best time with this one. Not as bad as Statue, but highly annoying. And similar to Statue, the very first guard is a pain in the ass. I would have liked this level better if I was just given a better weapon to start out. That's what kind of pisses me off. Like, at this point, this game should know, okay, we are in the bottom row. We're in the last levels. Things are hard as shit. Why do I have to still start these levels with a fucking PP7? Like, look at the place I just got out of. Everybody had a fucking AR-33 or an SMG or ZMG, whatever. The point is, they had a better gun than what I start with at Cradle. But it's nothing really special. You just race around up in the sky, chasing a guy, shooting some people that get in your way, but they're probably going to shoot you more than you shoot them, and you're going to be pissed off and die and have to do it again. And yeah, I got really fucking frustrated a lot. The thing that pisses me off the most is when you're doing really good, you have full health, you get real far, and then some double ZMG fucker riddles you with bullets, and you just keep getting riddled, going and you're getting so fucked up that you cannot even get a shot off into the guy. And then you lose like fucking half your armor or all of your armor on one asshole that's just fucking akimbo spraying you to death.
No!
Anyway, so there we go at D tier. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. Okay, Aztec. Aztec we're going to put in S tier. Congratulations, Aztec. Is it better than Facility? Well, in the context of this video and on this difficulty, I'm going to say so, yes. I'm going to say that it is better than Bunker 2. And in a sort of kind of way, it would be better than Archives. You know what? I'm going to have Aztec at the top of S tier. So this level is like a mix of Moonraker with Goldeneye. Oh, man. It's just great. This mix of like astronauts and space and laser guns coupled with this ancient Aztec ruin. First of all, that's just awesome. What an awesome blend. Like, you're not going to find anything as spicy as that in any of the other levels. The guards are wearing fucking space suits. They're carrying really cool guns. And then at the latter part of the level, you're given laser guns. How fucking awesome is that? Just don't get shot by them. At the beginning of this level, you can decide to go about it one of 2 ways. You can go the upper way, where you go through the computer room and the whole ventilation area, or you can jump down off of the bridge at the beginning and work your way from the bottom up. Although I can't even get to the part where you start going up again because Jaws is down there, and you don't have a whole lot to fight him with, so he just fucks me up. Basically, it's a death sentence if I jump down there. Like, I couldn't get past Jaws. Oftentimes, the very spot you start the level in is the spot you die in. There's 3 guards in the first room, and you have to take them out just the right way. And you have to do it in time, otherwise they're going to get the drop on you, and if you get shot once in this room, you got to just start over. So it is a fucking tough cookie. And the day that I do beat it on 00 Agent, I will feel super duper awesome. Eventually it'll happen. I'm going to keep trying, but that's what makes it so awesome, is I want to keep trying. It checks all the boxes on what makes a GoldenEye level great. So would I say Aztec is my favorite level of all time? Well, according to this list, I guess it sort of kind of appears that way, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know if you have a problem with it, but, if you do, let it be known in the comments. All right, here we go. The last one. I wish it was as cool as Aztec. I still like the theme going on here. The ancient theme. It's just you grab the gun, you strafe through, you kill anybody's in your way, you shoot Samidi 3 times, and you're done with it. It's fairly easy once you know the way in which you got to go about it. I don't mind it. Like, I failed it a bunch of times, but I was addicted to figure out how to do it right, and then I did it, and I was done. And I was like, all right, that felt fine. So there it is at C tier. Okay, now we're going to do an adjustment round. I played through the entire game again on 00 Agent. 2 weeks later, I'm going to start in S tier and work my way down. I am no longer beholding myself to keeping it 1 level per row per ranking. I'm just going to put them in whatever tier I feel they best fit in after all of this gameplay that I've done over the course of a couple of weeks. And that way, I think we're going to get a much more well-rounded assessment rather than just going off one playthrough. Okay, so with that being said, let's start in S tier and decide if everything in S tier deserves to stay in S tier. And at first glance, looking over it, no question, these 4 levels, Aztec, Archives, Bunker 2, Facility, all of them bring something to the table of extreme replay value. They're among the first levels that I'll click on if I'm putting in GoldenEye just to have a fun, quick playthrough. Okay, now moving down to A tier. In the midst of playing this game again for this reassessment round, I knew 2 levels that were going to switch places, and that was Control and Caverns. We're giving a downgrade to Control and an upgrade to Caverns. I would put Caverns above Train, Frigate, and Bunker. I thoroughly enjoyed this level. Like, I knew I liked Caverns, but I loved it a lot more on this second playthrough a couple of weeks later. And I think it's just because it has a much faster, better pace and better weapons than Control. Control, it's just like being stuck in traffic. Stop, start, stop, start. Stop, you gotta handle 4 turrets in this room. Or stop, there's half a dozen assholes in this room that constantly throw grenades at you, and you can't even really hear when the grenade hits the goddamn floor, and then it blows up underneath your balls, and your full health is now 0 health, and you gotta start again. Congratulations, open the elevator door, you gotta shoot fucking 4 turrets again. And so I would definitely say that Caverns takes the cake over Control. I knew that this was going to be a switch, especially because you play these 2 levels back to back. Let's look over B tier now. Am I happy with where all of this goes? Well, Silo feels like it's a B+. I don't think it quite makes it into A tier. It's fun, but it's a one-trick pony in that it's just a fucking KF7 spray and pray. Jungle is a lot more methodical. It is way easier to die on jungle than silo. But at the same time, jungle can be really annoying. I think I'm just gonna keep it where it is. Oh man. And then dam, super easy. While it's iconic and it's the dam and it's fun, it's easy breezy lemon squeezy. And looking at bunker 1 in A tier, I almost want to downgrade that because I'm looking at some of the levels below it and I'm like, yeah, these are so much more of an experience. And bunker 1 is like the most fucking casual, just waltz around and pew pew some guys and you're done. And there's nothing wrong with that necessarily, but you know, we are on 00 agent and we want a challenge, and bunker's not gonna like give you some kind of euphoric high when you beat it. Not like control, not like jungle, certainly not like caverns or Aztec. So is it worthy to stay in A tier? Well, you know, I have a special place in my heart for bunker. I do. But man, like, that's where this gets a little bit fucking tough. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Yeah, we gotta base this shit on something. So B tier's a good tier. Bunker ought to feel good in B. Depot, I'm gonna bring up above these. Okay, Egyptian. I'm gonna keep that probably where it is. Surface. I like running over people with the tank better than running around in the snow. That's going to bring streets up from D tier. I knew streets didn't belong in D tier when I finished this list the first time. Streets is better than runway. And you know what? Egyptian is fuck. I don't know what the fuck to do with Egyptian. It's such a weird anomaly of a level. I'm just not a fucking fan of these surface levels. I'm putting it in D tier. And you know what? I'm fucking putting Surface 1 above Surface 2. Even though Surface 2 is harder, Surface 1, tip of the hat to the ambience and the nostalgia and the music. I know this one's harder than this one. I fucking get it. I'm just talking about the feel that I get when I'm playing it. I just like Surface 1 better. Cradle. Oh man, this one was weird. This one was fucking weird on this reassessment because the funny thing was I was just letting when a level first starts, you know, and it's showing you a camera angle of the level, and then, you know, the camera comes and finds where James Bond is and gets in his POV. I was just letting all of that run through just for the sake of recording the video. But that was actually fucking me up because that allowed the guards that are running at you at the start to get closer. But if you just skip through that bullshit and get running, then you have an edge over the guards running down at you. And so that actually really helped Cradle a lot. I would put Cradle. It's definitely getting bumped up at least one tier. Yeah, I think I enjoyed it more than Egyptian. Yeah, I mean, I played it more than these two levels. I wouldn't have, if I was not enjoying myself, I would not retry this as many times as I did. I think I retried it like fucking 12 times. Yeah, I would say it's better. I'd say it's even better than Depot. So let's look over it one more time again. Are these the levels that I like in this order? I'm going to put Facility above Bunker 2. It's just more nostalgic and iconic. I'm going to keep this the way that these are just three solid A-tier levels. Love Caverns, Train, and Frigate. And, you know, depending on the day, I would pick these over these. It just depends what you're in the mood for. B tier is an interesting one because, you know, these things can shuffle about in several different ways. I'm going to keep it the way it is there. The weapons in jungle is what puts it above bunker. And, you know, by silo, there should have been a better variation of weapons. There should have been shotguns here. And in train, I know you have cheat mode and you can do that, but I'm just talking, if you're going through the campaign and you want a legitimate playthrough, there should have been fucking shotguns in some of these levels. Yep, I feel pretty goddamn good with where this stuff is now. Okay, I gotta get going. I'm going on fucking vacation here. So that's the adjustment round. Would this list reassemble if I play the game in another 2 weeks? Probably. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Doesn't fucking matter because now I'm done. This is it. I'm stamping it, okay? Etched in stone. It's done. Here's your fucking tier list. Good night, everybody. Good morning, whatever. Wherever the fuck you are. See ya. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, click bells, whatever the fuck.